Hello! It's time for the finale, so let's get right into it. Alright, let's go! So, before we start getting into the sector proper, we can actually get the poster right near the beginning. So I've said a lot about, there's a lot of areas that appear where you want to be able to jump over by blowing yourself across. Now that we have the nuke in our hands, you can see what that looks like. And I think I killed someone with that. Sorry about that. I'd say this is probably the least dignified Komodo trooper we've ever heard of. Anyway. So this is another one where the game tries to trick you, because if you nuke here, you'll just blow up this pile of boxes. Then you can't get up here. This is a trick that I kind of forgot about, and I could have gotten an earlier supercharge this way, but you know, it's not a big deal. Right as I ran out of ammo, too. So you may think you need to blow yourself across again here, but that would be a bad idea, because that is a strength 15 door, and what you might notice is that up here is a shredder, and we need to get it down, so let's blow ourselves this way and knock it over. There's 2 shredders. Wonder what I should do with the other one. And we get a sneak peek at General Tor. Now I'm not going to take this teleporter because it kind of skips ahead a little bit. So let's just go ahead and see... Oh man, that's right, there's a gap here. Why are there? I guess it's because you get 2 attempts. So there's actually 2 different routes to get through this area. That's fun. I think I'm gonna go down the lower area. I think there might be logbooks here. I don't think there are any on the upper path. What weapon should I use right now? I think I'm gonna stick with the Velocithor, because it's the most ridiculously overpowered weapon that I could use. Come on, Nano Rage! Nano Rage! Damn it! I got Nano Rage the last time I played this, in my earlier run, and it was glorious. Nano Rage, infinite ammo, plus the Velocithor is just amazing. So it's a shame that you don't get to see that. And so this is the other path I could have taken. Apparently there aren't any logbooks. I could have sworn there were. But yeah, this one also has an Annihilator on it, and there's not really any benefit to killing that Annihilator. I think I'm really going to kind of stay out of the way of the Annihilators this time. I kind of made my point about how badass they are. So I've got an extra point that I didn't spend, and I think I'm going to put it in Assimilate. At this point I kind of want a balance of attack and Assimilate, which seems like a pretty good way to take it. Don't worry, we'll get the opportunity to get to those logbooks later. Yeah, so Asha is actually guarding one of the terminals to open up these blast doors, but the funny thing is that with the Velocitor, you can actually blow straight through the blast doors and skip the fight with him, but I'm not gonna do that. Rebooting is a really useful trick when you're really serious about getting all of the secrets. If you really need to reconfigure your setup on the fly, it's a pretty good option. And I think it does become necessary at some point if you do want to get all those, you know, the superchargers and posters and stuff. Very interesting. It does make me wonder where the human scientists got this awesome gun from anyway. I guess it kind of makes sense that the very last okay, that was dumb. Wow, it went through me. Weird. I guess it makes sense that the last Payson colony would have their badass, awesome weapons with us, with them. I don't know why I said that. Did I miss a logbook up there? I think I should probably check. Ow. Let's see. I am really not in the mood to mess with annihilators. It's really not necessary. At the end of the day, it's really just for the best to stay out of their way. I did actually recently check the stats on the enemies in the game, and as it happens, annihilators have 80 hit points, which is 4 times as much as your maximum, and 200 armor, which is 2 times as much as you. Which means that if you're hitting them with armor damaging weapons, then it'll take they'll take twice as much damage from that before they even lose a point of health. Of course, if you're fighting an annihilator, you're probably going to be hitting them with mostly directly hit point damaging weapons. so that's not as relevant. Although I think the Velocithor might actually do armor damage. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, they're pretty badass. Even at the best of times, they basically have 4 times as much health as you. So, there's kind of an Easter egg with the, with the fight against Asha. But I don't think that I'm going to do that, actually, because it's kind of inconvenient to try and do. Yeah, he's pretty much gone off the deep end. Oops. I'm trying to remember if... Hold on. Let me go check something. Kinda hate to, go on this long detour. Actually, I can't go back down there. Yeah, it's not worth it. Let's see. I should try to make a little bit of effort to conserve the Velocithor ammo, since it does use it up pretty fast. It really is an ammo eater.
Come here!
Oops. That was a little bit sloppy. There we go. Hey. Did I not tell you guys to stop doing that? Oops. I guess my reflexes aren't that good. Well, there's your hint. Let's do this. Yeah, with this cut, she actually cuts off his monologue. That doesn't happen if Dan lives. So yeah, this is Asha pretty much at his strongest. But he won't dodge the shotgun or the buster gun. If you try to kick him, he actually will dodge the kick. And yeah, he's pretty damn fast. Jeez. I'm not entirely sure if the illusory images... Ooh, got him. But yeah, he does have those illusory copies of himself during the fight. And those can't hurt you. They're just a distraction. And I'm not totally sure if it's some kind of trick from his armor or his nanotech, or if he really is that fast that he's kind of appears to be in multiple places at once. It kind of seems like he is that fast. Like he's using some kind of shadow ninja technique or something. I don't know. You'd think that if they caught them, they would actually use their real names. But I guess then we wouldn't recognize them, so... So yeah, that's kind of a hint that when we're coming up on the final battle with General Tor, there are kind of two ways to go about it. And I'm still kind of torn on which one I want to show. I might just do a mix of both, using either conventional conventional attacks or using the resonance reflector. By the way, kind of a fun detail that you probably haven't noticed. But when Dan is in the control room, the cameras kind of sweep back and forth, scanning the area. When the Komodo have commandeered the control room, if you look in the corner of this room up in the upper left, the cameras will follow you. So that's kind of a subtle detail they kind of put in there. Anyway. Alright. It's gonna get real up in here. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with a primarily resonance reflector strategy. Which will give me an excuse to blow my Velocitor rounds on killing everyone else. By the way, this is fun. I'll read this logbook first. They certainly are a bloodthirsty lot, aren't they? So this Annihilator here, you might notice it's not kind of like moving around, it's standing still, and that's because it's just a suit, it's an empty suit. And I actually, if you noticed in an earlier sector, I activated the, I think it was an Annihilator Beta. That's this one. Yep. I get to control it now. So let's have some fun with the Annihilator armor. And smash through walls with my face. And probably I could have done this right away, and that would have been faster, but oh well. And there we go, the way is cleared. Of course, I still have to kill these other dudes. What was I gonna say? You can still actually damage that Annihilator yourself if you want, which means you can actually harm yourself by hitting it at close range enough for it to explode. At least I'm pretty sure. That sounds like something I would have tried just to see if it would happen. I don't know if it might actually be kind of worth it for the big pile of nanotech that might fall out. Although I don't know if any does fall out. I'm sure you don't want to watch me sit there and kick an unmoving enemy for a minute. So we'll just kind of skip over that particular experiment. Alright. So, question is, what are we gonna spend our points on? I think I'm gonna put mostly, yeah, attack. I'm not sure if attack stat makes a difference for reflected projectiles. I'm already running low on this stuff's ammo. Yeah, I'm going.
Come here!
Explosive shotgun. Yeah, I can never get enough of the explosive shotgun. It's probably not, doesn't really match up in power anymore. What? You got hit. And you didn't explode. What? But yeah, it probably doesn't measure up in power to a lot of the other weapons, but I just can't resist the explosive shotgun. I wish there was some kind of secret cheat or something to unlock the explosive shotgun as a permanent effect. That would be awesome. But anyway, let's try and focus here. Oh yeah, I am a cracking expert. And a kicking expert. This is a pretty huge area. A lot of enemies in it. But I can handle it. I'd handle it even better if I had unlimited Velocithor ammo. But I don't. I could get ammo out of this thing, although it's probably not the right kind. Aw, I'm even full on that gun. I should have just kicked it. Oh well. Haha. Oh, come on. Should have hit that thing. Destruction galore.
Die.
And this is an oddly placed door. I don't think there's any way to get rid of it. And it connects the area across from that I already passed through. It's kind of an odd door. Is this door also like 25? I can't tell because I can't stand near it. Let's go ahead and clear the way to the left and then get the hell out. Ow. Oops. That was careless. The fact that the turrets are aimed at head level is kind of a big flaw since they can be pretty easily ducked in advance. Alright, we are out of here. Alright, this is it. We're approaching on the final encounter. let's see. 2 more points to spend. I wish they'd given me more triangles. I guess it doesn't matter, since we're gonna use a reflector strategy anyway. Let's see. May as well stock up on all the ammo I can as a backup plan. I see the ribbon. I'll get back to it in a moment. Oops. I need to move my hands off the keys while I'm waiting. So yeah, with this you can activate the maximum charge, which makes Tor a lot more difficult since he's at full power right away. In fact, one of the more difficult challenges of the game is fighting maximum charge Tor on Ultimortal, the highest difficulty in the game. A feat which the developer of the game has shown off himself. I don't think I'm going to go for anything that quite that difficult in this particular run. Well, we'll see about that. This is it. This is it. The Eidolon class armor. Fortunately, it seems that... Oh, there it goes. I guess it got a little bit smarter in this version. But yeah, there are some problems handling the 3D effects of the Eidolon armor. And I was really worried that it would slow the game to a crawl while I was recording with Fraps, but it seems to be doing alright. In fact, the lowering detail it mentioned might actually be giving a better performance than when I was playing without the recording. So yeah, the strategy here is to reflect his shots. You see those big charged shots there? Those are very dangerous, not in and of themselves, but because if I let too many of them go by without being reflected, they will eventually gather together into a more powerful shot. And this essentially allows Tor to fire a phantom hammer at me. And basically, it is dodgeable, but you really have to be careful, because if you get struck with the phantom hammer, you are not surviving. It will vaporize you into ash, pretty much like Asha said. I almost kind of want to show that off, but maybe that'll be in an alternate kind of bonus video where you can see me get destroyed by the phantom hammer. And if you're not using the resonance reflector, if you're shooting him with like the Devastator rounds or the Velocitor, you kind of have to let it go, because you don't have time to switch to the resonance reflector since its charge time is very, very slow. I've actually been doing pretty good here. I haven't really been getting hit very much, so that's definitely it. That only knocked me down though, it didn't do any damage, so I don't think I've taken any damage yet. Of course, having said that, I'm now going to get hit with something. Ooh. And even though these things, when bounced back at him, do a ton of damage, you can see that he's got quite a lot of health. Obviously, more health than... Oop, there it goes. More health than any other enemy in the game, of course. Being a 50-foot top-high combat robot. But we are whittling him down. He starts out with, I think, 6 health bars, and he's now down to 2. Getting there. I'm doing a lot better than in my earlier run. Sorry I'm kind of falling silent here, but, you know, there's not a whole lot to say at this point. Other than, well, this is it. One more shot. So I think I'm just gonna be quiet for the ending, and I managed to miss that. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, once the ending's going, I'm just gonna get out of the way and just let you see it for yourself. This is it. This is the end. Alright, that was Sector X. Time to see the end. See what the credits roll. Alright, that was Iji. Now, even now, there's still a lot of questions that have gone unanswered. We never did learn about the mysterious sector that was sealed behind a wall in Sector 1. But I think the biggest question of all is, what if things had gone differently? And maybe we'll see the answer to that question later. But for now, I'll see you next time.